to speak to us more on this particular summary report. Good evening. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for your time. First of all, tell us more about this National Summary Report on Heavy Metals as carried out by the FDA.
Right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So the report that we put there is a concern that the FDA had in order to do its work because of the ongoings that we've been seeing and the concern for public health and safety. We did this work where we chose 4 products, namely products that are used generally and by a wide number of people. So if you look at the Winimix, that is cereal product. Normal people will call them Tom Brown. People prepare it in various ways. Maybe they may add a legume, granules or something to the Tom Brown, and usually fed as complementary food to babies. Then we also looked at what we call shri in the local language, or ayilo. This is more or less bentonite clay where you pick from ladies who have a craving for this substance, which is actually from the ground. And then we also looked at turmeric. People who say they want to lose weight, want to fall on, fruits, vegetables. So we just used that one because it's consumed by a large number of people. And then there was also coal. Coal is women usually they use it as part of their cosmetics beneath the eye. So the reports that we did show that to a large extent, that's what to our disappointment, that it had high levels of heavy metals, namely cadmium and lead. And to get it as good as mine, there are lots of activities going on with illegal mining. Then some too probably may be due to poor manufacturing practices that is practiced by some manufacturers around. And so basically this is the picture that we had. And the FDA, back in 2024, we have taken some regulatory decisions because of the suspicions that we had. So if you're going to register something like sachet water or bottled water or cocoa products, because a lot of them may be grown around the area where you have some of these illegal activities going on, may be affected by the water, that the plants may take it up and it may find its way into the food chain. So what we have decided is that before these products are registered, we check them for heavy metals. So those are some of the regulatory decisions that we have taken. And we also came out 2 days ago to let the public know about it, which is also part of the decision, awareness creation, sensitization that we are using. Together with UNICEF, because they assisted us in this, the issues of women and children are very important. And so we are also making calls that this ayilo or shre that is used by people, the ladies, that we are encouraging that they drop such, because it's not really food, the craving that they may have, but it can lead them into a lot of trouble. And then speaking about it as we keep on doing regulation. So these are some of the things that we have looked at, and we thought that we should let the public know. And so we met market queens, we met association heads. We have done work in removing certain brands off the market. They are trying to find out the route that some of these products get into the country. So, to a large extent, this is how the picture looks like.
So let's take a product like the Tom Brown. Does it mean we should stop consuming it? Is that the advice?
What we are saying is that rather what causes the problem. See, because the Tom Brown that you may be having may not be a branded one or anything such that you can say that then avoid this brand. The issue is the areas where these activities are going on and therefore polluting water, and that water being used on our farms knowingly or unknowingly. You can see the pictures when they put it on TV. There are also issues got to do with manufacturing practices. If you do any manufacture in an untidy environment where contamination of such can happen, it can also affect. But by and large, you can see that illegal mining is playing a big role. And so the interest should be that Ghanaians should talk to each other. You may have a brother or a sister, a relative, know a friend who may be into this practice. In the end, it's not making us safe. It's found this way into the food chain, and it's a serious thing. It is not time to blame people, but to look at ways of solving the problem. But one of the sure ways is to ensure that this illegal practice stops, because in the end it does have the water getting muddy, to unearth the ground, to go very deep. These heavy metals that are there are being washed into our system, and hence the pollution. So this is how it looks like, and we all have to cooperate with each other and stop certain activities.
I know the FDA in time past, when there are issues like this, especially when it comes to food, the FDA has the power to withdraw or order the withdrawal of such, food items or the likes. Is there a way, is there a possibility, is there a way the FDA can call for a recall or a withdrawal of these products on the market already?
Yes, and that is why we say that we've said that already. We have taken some regulatory measures. That's why the water that is produced, sachet water, cocoa products that are produced, we make sure that before registering them, because according to Section 97 of the law, these products that come on the market, FDA gives it a pre-market authorization. So if it's not done, then it's not allowed. And that is why we must work together with the FDA. Products that do not carry the product registration numbers, we don't patronize them. All such products must be, you make it a law for yourself, a rule for yourself, that if you are taking a product that is not registered by the FDA, you therefore, especially the locally manufactured products, you make sure you don't patronize them. Let me take this opportunity also to educate the public. If you go to our website, FDA, at fda.gov.gh, you will see a product register. So if you see a product in a shop, you can enter that name, and if it's registered, you will see. If it's a locally manufactured product, you will see the product registration number. And is something you don't need to take. So you can just drop that practice and you are not exposed that way. The code that ladies may use under their eyes, just to cosmetic. If you don't see the food and drugs registration number on it, please don't patronize. Just let us know where it is to go after it. So these are some of the low-hanging fruits we could reach out for and then solve these things. If a brother, sister of yours is engaged in some of these practices, look, we are killing ourselves. We need to stop muddying the waters and then, illegally putting some of these things. I'm sure you've heard of other reports that are also going on. And then we are exposing ourselves to danger. We say that food safety is everybody's business. So let us make it our business to support the FDA by not patronizing unregistered products.
Before I let you go, how safe are we? Because there may be some products this report did not cover. And I'm sure, as you mentioned, there are other reports, still ongoing. How safe are we?
It's a difficult question to answer, but your guess is as good as mine. That we need to be very cautious. We need to mind what we eat. We need to mind the activities that we think we are practicing or we are doing in a quest to get money. It may be a practice you think can make quick money for you. However, you can be bringing untold hardship to your loved ones and to yourself. And so we should be each brother's keeper. We should talk about it. Like Galamsey is not helpful. We need to stop it because that's how we are getting our waters muddied, and then it is affecting us. And if you patronize products that are not registered, you are also endangering yourself. The FDA is continuing with market surveillance. We test. When we have concerns, we bring it out. So right now, we will say that maybe products that are grown from some of these Galamsey endemic areas, that doesn't look like a good picture. And it's not something that you can just easily get up and say you are solving. It is a practice. And that bad practice has to stop to get our waters clear so that we can get good water to water our plants or irrigate our plants.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Thank you so much. Roderick Dade Ejay is Deputy CEO of the Food and Drugs Authority speaking to us.